Welcome to another journey exploring sustainable worlds. In this Storytellers episode, we will know Robert Hall from Sweden and his experience with the Ecovillage work with immigrants, and also how can transition movement can work with this.
My name is Robert Hall, and I'm the president of Ecovillage, which is the European network for community-led initiatives on sustainability and climate change. And I actually came into Ecovillage because I've been very involved with the Ecovillage movement. So right now I'm the president of the European Ecovillage movement. In the Ecovillage movement, there was a very strong ethical desire to try to do something to try to help with this refugee flows that we had in 2015. So we set up help on Lesbos, where we kept 5 eco-villagers from our different communities throughout Europe and beyond in Lesbos, doing concrete help to help refugees as they came onto the shores of Lesbos, working mainly through Greek NGOs that were trying to help cook food, hand out clothes, etc. for the refugees. And we still have this big desire, and we're going to be discussing it at our big conference we're having in Sweden in a few weeks. But at the same time, we've looked at other types of ways of helping migrants in Europe. We have a huge problem with the EU migrants of Roma people moving around Europe who sometimes are denied basic human rights. And this offers an opportunity for people everywhere in Europe to really concretely help with people that are really in a bad situation. And then also I can think of another example of how we worked. We have a strong abandoned village movement in Spain that is connected to the Ecovillage movement, where Europeans, usually from the north of Europe, have come and occupied, with Spanish people or without Spanish people, abandoned villages in the mountains of Spain that have been abandoned 50 years ago. And these people usually want to live autonomously. They want to live more ecologically, more in social solidarity in a different way. And that has worked out very well in Spain. So we had a request from Serbia, where Serbian municipalities were interested in replicating the Spanish experience, where they would actually like to encourage people from Northern Europe to come and settle in abandoned Serbian villages, and that we could help find some of those people who would really appreciate to come and live in a ecological way and want to help with local food production and integrating into the local environment, and perhaps as well restoring these villages to the way they used to be. So I think it's a beautiful opportunity to inject energy into a local transition movement.
Yeah, so it's a funny part of the movie.
I think that there's a huge challenge, but a huge opportunity to integrate foreigners that come to your area. My eco-village is 2/3 foreigners and 1/3 Swedish, so sometimes we actually have difficulties finding someone that is able to speak Swedish who needs to talk to a repairman who comes to the place because everyone is a foreigner. So while this is a challenge, it's also a huge benefit, because everywhere in Europe we have depopulation of the countryside. It's not as interesting. It's very hard to keep the population in the countryside. They want to go to places with more municipal service, better job opportunities, better educational opportunities. But there is a lot of people who are usually highly educated, who, because of coming with different culture, different tastes, different demands, they actually bring innovation to depopulating countryside. So it's really important that to see how to integrate these people And usually there is an automatically that you find many of these settlements of Northern Europeans, perhaps I know even cases in Portugal, where they demand whole wheat bread or something like this, and it doesn't exist in the traditional Portuguese village. So suddenly there's a demand there, and someone finally meets that demand and starts producing the more healthy bread, which isn't a bad thing for Portuguese people either. So you see many times they're bringing innovation. And at the same time, it can be too challenging in some cases to integrate these people. And I haven't seen a problem so much. It depends on how fast it happens and also the attitude of the local people. I know that personally that I've tried to work with Syrian refugees in Sweden to start a Syrian initiative Ecovillage. It really proved to be too difficult. The cultural differences are way more than we expected when people actually have to live together and share values completely. Also to incorporate refugees into ecovillages. I think it's okay to do like day programs where they're coming in and working and learning about gardening, but it can be very difficult. We can't put expectations that they're going to take on our exact values that we have gotten actually by being quite comfortable and not feeling threatened and not in a survival mode that they may be in right now. If the local people, and I suppose like transition groups in Portugal, could offer to be that interface, that conduit, who can see the value in the fact that these people have moved to your area and how that these people actually can be a help in development and innovation.
We hope you enjoy this video. We will be posting weekly videos around the migration phenomenon. So if you want to see more videos like this, please subscribe to our YouTube channel, Ecoax, and see you on the next sustainable journey.